What is going on, everybody? I wanted to discuss in this video briefly the PulseChain Snapshot and what you need to know. So, I know we've had this happen with a few different conversations where people are wondering if it's happened, if it hasn't. Testnet v4 has been out, but it didn't update, and all these different things. So, in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about that, how to make sure that you're ready for when PulseChain Mainnet does go live, how to make sure that you're properly prepared. And again, we discussed this in yesterday's video, but it's again important to remind everyone a few initial steps to make sure that you remember what to do when mainnet does in fact go live. So guys, if you don't know, my name is Nathan, aka ATX Crypto. Hope everyone is having a fantastic week so far. It is Wednesday. Unfortunately, I am not joined with the lovely Westcott Crypto at Pulse Nation. He is here in Austin. We are meeting up later, and so looking forward to that. But again, he is currently tied up and networking at the consensus happening here in Austin. So much love to everyone who wanted to come through on the channel and stream today. I wanted to at least make this video briefly in regards to the overall PulseChain snapshot warning. So there's been a little bit of confusion whether or not a snapshot has already occurred, whether or not it hasn't occurred. And mainly the idea behind that premise is you're wanting to probably sell your tokens on the Ethereum side to make sure that you can, make sure that it gets copied over to PulseChain. So at this point in time, let's just be very, very, very clear as I can be for y'all. Snapshot for mainnet has not happened yet. I'll say that again. All of the tokens that you are currently holding right now on the Ethereum network has not been copied at this time. So please continue to be patient. Please continue to delay that gratification a little bit longer. The idea is that you want to get all the coins copied over onto the new network of PulseChain when it does go live. So keep that in mind. We are wanting to go through and build that platform up as well. So if you are wanting the people who are currently either holding an ERC20 token as a way to get into the PulseChain network, continue to hold at this point in time, because once again, snapshot for mainnet has not happened yet. Once PulseChain goes live, that is typically when the snapshot will occur, whether it be the 24 hours prior or something like that. So continue to hold, make sure that you have all of your stakes set up at this time. Now's the time to make sure that money printers are going to be duplicated over to PulseChain. So if you don't have a good staking ladder set up, fill in some of the gaps that's missing at this point in time so you can have it duplicated over on PulseChain. Make sure that you're using all this time to make sure that you can capitalize on everything possible. If you are doing staking ladders, plan around these cycles of crypto. We know 2024 and 2025 will typically be pretty good years when it comes to the bull market, and then 2026 will probably be the bear. So just know that to be the case. Then you'll be aiming for 2026, 27, and 2028 for the next bull. So just kind of keep those in mind, and that way you can really take full advantage. 2029 will be really that big bull market top at that point in time. So make sure that you're doing everything you can to set the ladders up accordingly. Please do yourself a favor and get your wallets ready. And what I mean by that is make sure that you have either brand new hardware wallets, treasures, ledgers, something along that line. Make sure that you have everything ready for when mainnet does go live. And the idea behind that is we want to take some of those tokens, move them over into a brand new wallet, if not all of them over into a brand new wallet, and separate the funds. So if one of them ever does become compromised, because there's going to be a whole lot of new shiny objects, you at least have a backup of something as well. So make sure that y'all are all ready here as well. So let me say what's up to everyone. IBYG Crypto. What up, Nate? How you doing, my friend? Love the name, love the picture. What's good? How you doing, Mo Dignit? What's good, Terry Doc? Yeah, no snapshot. Yeah, exactly. Ivan, win. Yo, that's the question everyone's asking, but we looking close, boys. We looking real close. We looking real close at this point in time. So I mean, the idea is I'm keeping my eye on a couple of things, and really, I think y'all can all be keeping your eyes on similar items as well. One of the websites that you can go to is pulse.live. But when it comes to mainnet, I want to be very clear. Do not rush to be the first. While it could be cool and it can be advantageous, and you may get a little bit more reward by being a little bit earlier than everyone, wait until you hear it confirmed by multiple sources from RH himself. So if you do not see Richard Hart say mainnet's live, if you do not see him go live on stream, if you do not see the Telegram saying mainnet is here, here's how you connect, all of these things should be done ahead of time before you start interacting with this new network, because at that point in time, that's real money. And I'd hate to see someone start trying to do things that could end up wrecking yourself, connecting the wallet, saying you have to enter your seed words. All these things end up getting you compromised, and then you're just stuck in an SOL situation. So please be very cautious when it comes to that as well. How do you know the snapshot has not taken place yet? Well, because mainnet's not here. Simple as that. So one, the devs have already said, Brett Tepp and Gamma DevOps have both said that mainnet will have the Shanghai upgrade for Ethereum. Shanghai just did their update back on last couple weeks ago. And so they've already stated that the mainnet for PulseChain will actually have that as well. So I'm listening to the developers of PulseChain when I'm bringing this information. You know it hasn't happened yet at this time because mainnet clearly isn't here. So it's pretty easy to see. So for those of y'all who are trying to sell out of your position, transfer back into a different network, for example, like Binance or Avalanche or Polygon, all these things are all what people have been doing. So please be patient a little bit longer. Not financial advice. Just know that the snapshot hasn't happened yet at this time. I can promise you that much. Okay, I can promise you that much. So just keep that in mind. You're doing all this stuff as well. So let me see if I can actually find the exact where it's going to say. I've replied to a few people. It could be wrong, but I don't know. I also noticed validators. Sorry, I was trying to read a couple of things on here. V2, V2B. I feel like when we move on. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. I just wanted to hopefully answer that question as well. Shanghai implementation is holding us back. Wouldn't say it's holding us back, but the idea behind that is that we would probably see the Shanghai update on testnet before they go to mainnet. So we would probably want to see that it comes over to testnet so it gets tested first, and you can see validators be able to pull their pulse, which is what the Shanghai update will allow them to do, because the validators on Ethereum were unable to pull without that Shanghai update. It just happened. It went well. It's done well. And now they're probably going to be implementing it over. They're not going. It's going to happen whenever PulseChain goes live. So why not at least test it on the V4? Now, that doesn't mean there will be a V4B. That doesn't mean there will be a V5. It's just injecting a new protocol for the Shanghai update, just like there is no Ethereum 2.0, 2.1, for example. It's just a systems consensus network thing that got updated, and that's what they're going to be bringing over as well when it comes to PulseChain. So yes, it has. Who knows if it's going to hold us back, but it's definitely something to be keeping an eye on for sure. John East, what's good? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you too. Mointy Finance, love the name. Hello, Uncle Will, San Antonio Hexes, checking in. What's up? What's up? Yes, sir. Facts on facts on facts. Crypto Mike, that's it. I've been ready. Let's freaking go. Uncle Will, I'm ready with you, man. We've been ready. Is it because people are not expecting mainnet yet that they are dumping Hex? No, I don't. People are going to do what they do. I mean, we got traders in the community now, so don't let what the price of Hex is doing affect whether mainnet's here, mainnet's not happening, mainnet's happening soon. Like, none of that goes into consideration. We have traders in the ecosystem now that are here to exactly do what I just said, trade. They have lots of Hex, they have lots of USDC, and what they do with that is they pump the price up and then they sell the price down, and then they pump the price up, and they're okay with taking a possible 50% gain. So when it goes from 5.7 to 6.2 or something like that, they're not looking for this massive gain like some people, right? And well, that wouldn't be 50% in that scenario, but it'll go from 5.7 to 8 cents, for example, or 8.7. Like that's all they care about, right? And then they're gonna sell it down because they don't really care at this time. They aren't in it for PulseChain, they aren't in it for the snapshot, they aren't in it for anything other than the fact that they're traders. So we got a lot of traders in the ecosystem. You got a lot of people with dry powder waiting to deploy money and capital onto PulseChain. I am personally a huge fan of the fact that PulseChain is going to launch and then Hex can continue to do its own thing. I think Hex has been completely put to the side by a lot of people, and they're just waiting on any news or update from PulseChain. But we've seen it happen with V3. The pump barely went up and then it went down quite a bit. We see it happen with V4 that nothing happened. Like people aren't excited about these announcements anymore. So the price of Hex won't just pump like it once did. The price of Hex is going to continue to potentially just trade sideways, right? So if you actually see it right here, just as a brief example, Hex is just doing this little trade right here where it just continues to go sideways and sideways, right? Like over the last month, I mean, the price has really not moved, right? If we were back here back on March 10th, so almost 2 months ago, where the price was around 5 cents or 5.7, we're in that same thing 47 days later. We've gone up 10%, right? But for some people, they trade all within this range. So they're selling here, they're buying here, they're selling here, they're buying here, they're selling here, they're buying here, and they continue to do this. So even though the price is doing this, people are still making profits. Now, this is a very volatile game to be playing because eventually the price is going to go one way or the other. But I don't see the price going above 9 cents. I've seen this, I've drawn this line out many times. So until we see PulseChain launch and until we can split from PulseChain and not worry about news or any updates or non-updates or test nets or any of the BS that comes along with PulseChain, that we will see Hex continue to thrive at that point in time. But until then, Hex is going to be hurt. It's the easiest way to get into PulseChain. And so a lot of people are just using it as a tool. And I think that's where a lot of people are forgetting. It's a tool right now, and they aren't using it for the purpose of Hex, which is to potentially stake it, earn your more, earn trustless yield, delay gratification, lock that sucker out for a couple years. People aren't in that anymore, man. We're in this, I need to see this thing pump and double tomorrow. Like that, we ain't seeing that. Let's just be real. Not happening. Not happening, folks. So please keep this in mind if you are that type of individual who's saying something like that. Just keep that in mind. But yeah, I mean, at this point in time, like right now, the price is down, a good 57% from the local high. So this is always good re-entry points in time. Whenever I start talking about my re-entry points from local highs, you start going down and start re-entering capital at 50%. So hopefully y'all were able to take some profits along this way. And because the price of Hex was down here at one point, and hopefully y'all were able to take profits from here even up to here. That's a good 4x your money at that point in time. And then you took profits from here to here. So again, there's money to be made. And then what happens, that's a 2.5x your money at that point in time. And then what happens is you start having people start redeploying capital around the 50% mark. So that's kind of what I've always said. And if y'all been listening to me, I've been preaching setting limit orders all the way back here at 9 cents. I said set limit orders at 8.5, 8.2, 7.5, 7.2, 6.7, 6.2, 5.7. And I actually have limit orders that go all the way down because I do see the price of Hex taking a decent dump, unfortunately, whenever PulseChain Mainnet does go live. I could see it dropping anywhere between the 60-70% range. Whoops. I could see it dropping anywhere between the 60-70% range. So if it drops from here where you may see it launch right now, I could definitely see it within the 2 cent range again. How long it stays there for, I have no idea. We do have a lot of liquidity, so I'm not too worried in that regard because this is a good liquidity wall all between those 5.5 cents all the way down to 3.3 cents. And again, this is a nice liquidity wall at that point in time. But this is what we're kind of working with at this point, right? This is kind of how everything's working, how the market's looking, and it's just what it is. It is what it is, my friend. It is what it is. Facts on facts, love that. Is it because people are expecting? No, of course, yeah. So I just said that. I consider just hodling, but after seeing those APRs, I'm highly considering validating. Shout out to David Feeder for making it a damn near one-step process. Yeah, I always caution everyone when it comes to validating. If it's not something, I mean, you do you, boo. You do you. Have fun validating. You know what I mean? It's a different little system for sure, and people are going to be able to make some money as well. So enjoy making that money, my friend, and let's just have some fun with this whole system. Let me see what I was trying to see. Launchpad. Yeah, I mean, right now the APR is sitting at the ballpark of about 21%, which is, I honestly, pretty freaking good when it comes to the APR wise. But just know, I don't really see this being long-term play scenario. But if you want to become a validator in the beginning, earn some additional fees, because we won't have protocols like liquid loans out or anything like that. So you can see this kind of stuff where you can become a validator and start earning a nice little 21% APR. I mean, right now there's 5,300 validators. So kudos to all the validators who are coming on board on a test net, mind you. Like this, you don't even have 5,400 validators on other protocols mainnets, and this is a test net with 5,300 validators. So shout out to all of y'all who are setting up, who are learning, who are practicing, making sure everything's going to be doing very, very good for yourself when the time comes. But yeah, I mean, at this point in time, this number will typically go down, whereas Hex actually ends up going up. So, I mean, it's all good. It's up to whichever one you want to do. I'll say it's up to you. Thoughts on RH live on BitBoy tomorrow? See, I knew I'd seen that shit somewhere. Dude, that Pulse player, where did you see that at? I was on the spaces with Tangent and Hexaquin. Shout out to those folks who are running the Twitter spaces right now. If y'all haven't already, go do that. He says he's running it until essentially the end of the week. If PulseChain launches by then, that's ideal. But yeah, dude, this is something that I thought I saw something somewhere say that. So if you could tweet me the information or provide me the link on who said it, because I was like, maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe it was just a dream, but I knew I'd seen that shit somewhere. So to answer the question, I don't believe he's going to be live on BitBoy tomorrow. The reason why is because he said already that he may, truth be told, he might hop on to another stream, but he won't do it on his own channel. So his Richard Hart YouTube channel, he's saving for PulseChain mainnet launch. And the reason why is because he doesn't, I'm sure he wouldn't want it to be locked up or taken down or something for some stupid reason prior to PulseChain launching. So keep that in mind. But that Pulse player, let me know where you saw that at. I knew I wasn't tripping when I seen that, dude. But then I said it and everyone looked at me, or I said looked at me because we're on the phone. But everyone just kind of gave that little cricket response where it's just like, I don't remember. I didn't see anything. And I was like, I knew I'd seen something, but I couldn't even find it myself. So hit me up on that information. But hey, if he does hop on BitBoy tomorrow, cool. Would love to hear from RH himself, man. He's as long as the community doesn't hit him with win pulse, because don't freaking do that, y'all. Just don't. Hold back your tongue. If you feel like typing out win pulse, fucking type it out and delete it. You know what I mean? If you just have to type it out, fucking type it out, but delete it. Don't send it. We don't need to be barraging him with that stupid question. He's going to say the same answer every time. It's ready when it's ready, right? Just what it is. So please be careful about that. You can't possibly know with certainty the snapshot hasn't taken place, LOL. Okay, cool, Rod. The people selling Hex are big Hex holders, not traders. Let's get it, fam. Let's get it. Love your stream. Glad the community have motivated people like you. Thanks for all the hard work you do. Thank you, Mointy. Much love. Rod, here we go. There will not be a snapshot. It's going to be a fork of the ETH blockchain. It's the same damn thing. I know they're two different protocols. They're two different things, but the fork and the snapshot happen at the same time. Leave it like that. Yo, ATX, we are so close. Absolutely, DJ. Absolutely. What up, Tin Top? How you doing? ATX, what's up, fam? What's up? What's up, Alan Fizime? My man got a haircut and going with a double breast pocket shirt. Well done, sir. Salute, my friend. Uncle Will, yes, sir. Yes, sir. What will be the initial price of PHEX? Great question. $1. No, I don't know. It's gonna be stupid though. I mean, just look at the people are going to be freaking out trying to get as much as they can, and they aren't even going to realize what the price will be, because the idea is that it's all through ratios in the beginning. And so if you don't understand the ratios, then you could inevitably pump the price. So when you see the price on PHEX, the price may be much higher than you even thought, because you could have been trading, one pulse for 100 hex, and the price of Pulse starts at 0.001 or 0.002 or something like that, and then you see the price of Hex go much higher than that, sitting at like 50 cents, for example. And then once people realize the price, you're gonna have some people sell down very quickly, because they're gonna be like, I can take profit so fast, depending upon how much liquidity there is. They can be, I can take profit so fast, and they're just gonna dump. And it's going to be an interesting play. There's going to be a lot of volatility in the very beginning. So I think a lot of people are going to try to get as much hex as they can on the PulseChain side, and they aren't even going to understand how the whole ratios work. They're just going to be like, oh my gosh, I got this extra thing sitting over here. I'm just going to swap it into hex, or whatever the case may be, whatever the play is. But I think a lot of people are trying to get into Pulse and Pulse X. So it's going to be very curious, very interesting. I don't have a theory for you on that one. Zero. That's the obvious answer, Uncle Will. I've been using CalSwap and Portal X for limit orders, and they have been hitting. Dude, much love, Alan. Yeah, dude, I've been using them as well. It's a beautiful thing. If y'all haven't seen it already, Power City came out with something called PortalXSwap.io, and I think they do a really great job, because they do a partial fill on the limit order if it doesn't get filled all the way, and then you just have to wait for the price to come back down, and then it actually gets filled in all the way. So shout out to Power City for them making that. And of course, I've been using CalSwap for a very long time. I got limit orders on CalSwap that go all the way down to a penny, just in case Mainnet launches and people do stupid shit. Because you have to understand, I could see some people pulling their liquidity. I could see people doing a whole bunch of stuff right whenever Mainnet launches. So the liquidity range that we have right now, that wall of 5.4 cents, that doesn't mean that's a guaranteed wall that's going to stay there the whole time. When people have the ability to pull liquidity, they can pull that liquidity whenever they want. So I think when PulseChain Mainnet first launches, you're probably going to see some people pull some liquidity, and you're going to see the price of Hex probably go lower than you think it initially would. And just be ready for those dips. I know I got limit orders that go out to 6 months from now, hitting all the way down to a penny and less, just in case. Because I don't know. I have no idea, dude. Like, how cool would it be if it just dips down that low? I'm ready to take advantage of it, and I don't want to have to be in front of a computer, and I don't want to have to be thinking in my head, what if it's going to 1 cent? Dude, fuck that, man. Fuck that. Set the limit orders right now. Take the emotions out of it. Like, just, it's a beautiful thing with limit orders. So Alan Fizime, shout out to you for using the limit orders as well. This is this has been brought up 1 million times. But what are your thoughts on the amount of Hex, PHEX, Pulse, and Pulse X will be needed early on in order to become financially free, whether sacked or not? Well, I mean, financially free is a question everyone has to determine for themselves. If you can make enough to live on and live a comfortable life, then you've done well for yourself. If you feel like you need to have $10 million in your bank account to be financially free, then you're going to have to do a little bit more work in that regard, or you're going to have to come up with more capital in the beginning. So the financially free is a debatable term, because you have no idea what the financially free means to each individual person. But just to give you some moon math, John, on this one here, say for example, you end up having, I don't know, we'll just say 100,000 hex, and that gets duplicated over, and we're in the next bull run. And I think at the minimum we see hex hit $2, maximum $9, but let's just say we're in that $2 to $5 range. then let's just ballpark it and say we hit $4. Well, that 100,000 hex on Ethereum hitting $4 could be $400,000 at that time. Hopefully you've staked it and also earned some additional yield during that entire time, because this is in the ballpark of 2024, 2025. So we're looking 2 years for all these plays to be played out. And during that time, what if you had, $1,000 worth of pulse that you got in at the very beginning, and you see that do 1,000x as well? Well, that turned into $1,000,000. You know what I mean? So just kind of keep all this in mind on how you're kind of figuring all these things out for yourself, because you have 400,000 here on Ethereum hex. You have what could be 1,000,000 on Pulse. You have what could be 1,000,000 on Pulse X. You have what could be 400,000 on hex on PulseChain. And so you're looking at in the ballpark of 3 mil between those 4 coins without even doing anything crazy. 1,000x in the span of 2 years isn't unheard of for a lot of tokens, and especially if you have people calling 10,000x. So I don't think anyone's going to get a perfect play on 10,000. So let's just say you hit 1,000, and heck, let's just say you hit 600x. You still turn $1,000 into $600,000. That could be for the Pulse Chain and Pulse X. Is that enough for you to be financially free at that point in time? Can you pull out some profits at that point in time to live a very comfortable lifestyle for you, yourself, and your family without worries about where you're going to come out with your next meal, or what you're going to have to do, or having to go work a 9 to 5? Can you be financially free with that amount of money? For the most people, they're going to say yes, right? And so I think at that point in time, those are just some simple little math numbers there for you. But yeah, I mean, to give you that right there. Yeah, it's a big number. Pulse coins taken out of circulation by validators alone. There you go. Yeah, that was there's a lot of people who became a validator. I think at this point in time, I'm seeing it shows 7 million. So I'm not quite sure where the post numbers you're talking at are, but either way, 7 trillion, 7 billion. Jesus Christ, learn how to do math, man. So 7 billion tokens have been put in as a TPLS validators, which I could see even more come on as well. Exact numbers on testnet mean nothing. Mainnet will be totally different for sure. Facts. It came from the dollar cost crypto his last stream. Okay, that's where I saw it at. I don't know what I was like, bro. I thank you for saying that Pulse player, because I couldn't even remember. I was watching that thing and I was like freaking, I'm getting up there in the age of just wanting to relax at night. And so it was past my bedtime and they're streaming and I'm over here like trying to listen and, doing that fade in, fade out. So then I'm on the Twitter spaces and I'm like, hey guys, did y'all hear about the BitBoy stream with Richard Hart tomorrow? And they were like, what? I didn't hear anything. And I was like, I must have dreamed it or something. And I don't know. So thank you for answering that question. Now we at least know where the information came from. Hey guys, Mt. Gox wallet just spooked the market. Yeah, dude. He that Mt. Gox wallet did a nice little dump on the overall market. Let me actually turn back on the Wix as well. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Wix, turn that on. Yeah, I mean the price already recovered, which is almost kind of shocking, which makes me think that there's some centralized entity and everything that happens with it too. But the Bitcoin price, I mean, dude, that thing tanked and it actually dropped all the way down to 27,265 today. Like this all happened today. It actually went down. I mean, it hit a high already of 30,000 and then it dropped today almost 10% today. Like that's a massive wick down, my friend. So massive sell order happened. People were getting all sorts of leverage calls and trades, I bet, or margin called and all that sort of stuff, which is why, dude, the markets are volatile as fuck, man. You don't want to be taking on risk like that. It's just not worth it. Even if you think like we've hit the bottom, 30K is in, like we're here, like fuck that, dude. Be very careful with it. But yes, I did get to see that. It was quite hilarious. People were freaking out as well. At DJ Cryptomatic, what happened? Did they release some BTC? Yeah, exactly. Spooky. Yo, what's up, everybody? Yeah, they moved something and BTC tanked. Yeah, so this happened yesterday as well. I want to say they moved Bitcoin that hasn't been touched since the Satoshi days of Bitcoin's existence. Mount Gox, and and Mount Gox, and they definitely spook some people because people are like, oh my gosh, it's happening. They're coming out of the woodworks to sell. They've been waiting 13 years. Yeah. It was crazy. LOL, 11K and pray. Exactly. That's what I was thinking too. Win Pulse X. How about that? I like that. I like Win Pulse X so much better. It sounds easier. You can definitely ask Win Pulse X, my friend Alan. When Richard Hart does this little stream, and you just ask Win Pulse X. So much better than Win Pulse. At least he'll probably get a chuckle out of it. Because that's what we hear all the time now. Win Pulse, Win Pulse. We don't know, man. We don't know. Love it. I love the pain in the market. Yeah, boy. CalSwap is definitely good for limit orders. Shout out to ATX and Alan Fizame. Shout out to you, my friend. Kal-El, dude, thank you. Shout out to you, my brother. Yeah. We're gonna go a little pound and chest over here. A little Wolf of Wall Street style. Preach, ATX. I don't think these plebs understand the no expectations from the work of RH. They don't get it, man. It's all good though, right? Because when it comes out, everyone's gonna look back at this time, and it's just gonna be a little blip in a span of life, and you're gonna be like, wow, this is so cool. But 2 years in your whole life waiting for a particular project isn't that freaking long. I know in the world of crypto, it seems like forever, and we've all been wanting it, myself included. But at the same time, if you're realistic with things, you're like, man, if you want something to be really freaking good, I think it's in the best hands for it to be really freaking good. And that's Richard Hart and all of his devs. So shout out to all of them for every work and every bit of work that they continue to do for this ecosystem as well. So, I mean, you can see right now, I mean, they're putting in work daily, folks. Daily, right? Like you got Gamma DevOps, Brett Tepp, Three Commas Capital, SJB, Space Ghost, Richard Hart, like all these folks on here, right? This is who I'm keeping my eye on right now at this time. Dev Kyle, right? Kyle Barr right here. This particular entity right here has been kind of the indicator for the test nets for V3 and for V4. So whenever I said that it was launching, or I didn't say it was launching, but I said it could possibly launch within 24 hours after he was active. Sure as shit, we got to launch 24 hours after he was active. So maybe if everyone already knows, it won't happen that way, right? Like the more people that know about it, the less likely they're probably going to go and do it that way. But I think it's a pretty good indicator of what's going on. And then, of course, you also get ispulse.live as another website, so you can kind of see this is another little indicator of where you can look at. So lots of different things to be keeping an eye on as well. Good night. Hey, what's up, Gloria? How are you, my friend? Much love. Shout out to Gloria as well. Shout out to all the lovers, all the haters, all the players, every single one who's in here in this stream right now. Much love to all of you beautiful, beautiful people. In Excelsior, I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it says something. I'm getting on all three: Hex, Pulse, and Pulse X. Facts on facts on facts, dude. If you can get Hex now, guess what? You're gonna be in all four because you're gonna have Hex on PulseChain too. So big shout out. And right now the prices are looking nice and juicy. Nice and juicy. Good re-entry price, not financial advice. I asked CalSwap, are they gonna have Pulse and Pulse X? And they said they is not. Yeah, it's not in the plans. And that's okay. Like there's a lot of other protocols that are going to allow us to do limit orders, particularly the Power City protocol. So that's why I started familiarizing myself with their protocol. So again, if you haven't checked it out already, they actually do have a Portal X on here as well, which is portalxswap.io. And you can actually come in here and they do a really good job, my friend. But they have a whole cross-chain network capability. They're going to be connected to like 40 different networks on here. You can see Ethereum, Binance, Optimism, Arbitron, Gnosis, Avalanche, and guess what's going to be down here? Nice little Pulse chain. So that's going to be coming as well. So you can kind of start familiarizing yourself with their layout, how it works, how it looks. And I've tried it out myself. It's worked out very nicely. In fact, I couldn't even get ICOSA from CalSwap. I actually got ICOSA from the Power City Portal X swap. So this was a really cool thing because then I was able to say put in whatever number that you want to put in right here, and you can just choose how much you want to get, and then you just basically say, "No, man, I want to wait until I get 2,000, for example." Whoops. So I'll just say 2,000 here. And so when you do that, it's going to tell you that, you're getting a better deal than 1% of the market. So it's basically saying that you have to do it. So familiarize yourself with this because this is probably going to be coming on to Pulse Chain. I can't say it like Ivan, but you get what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, big shout out to Power City for what they're doing there. That's fine. We will have Pulse X, bro. Lol. We also have our own decks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so eventually Pulse X is also going to have limit orders. Beauty. There's going to be the ability to do limit orders. It's just a matter of time. Thank you, Alan Fizme and ATX for the info on Portal X. Of course, Kello. Yeah, dude. Much love. I've actually had a few people learn and just had their limit orders filled. So shout out to like Crypto Khalil who did for the very first time set a limit order and it get filled. And it's a beautiful thing, guys. It's a different feeling in your mental mindset when you have a limit order get filled versus when you do a market buy. The difference being when you do a market buy, regardless of what the price is, when you see the price drop, you are upset, regardless, right? You could have gotten a phenomenal deal, and it still is a phenomenal deal. But if the price drops even 10%, you're like, damn it, I wish I would have waited. I wish I would have done this. I wish I could have done that. Like everything negative instead of just being happy that you got it. With limit orders, it's actually the reverse. When you have your limit orders filled, you set them at particular prices as a ladder strategy on the way down. So when the price hits, you're like, bam, got that limit order filled. Yes. Bam, got that limit order filled too. Yes. And it's like this positive moment. Even if the price dips down a little bit lower, you're still so freaking happy. You don't really have the, man, I wish I would have. I wish I could have. I wish I did. Like, fuck that feeling, man. Be happy when you get these deals, right? Because like if you have a zoomed out picture of where the price is going in the future, Hex in particular, and you're buying here at 5.7 cents or whatever the particular price is right now, yeah, 5.6, and then you see it go on up to, I don't know, we're just gonna say $2 as an example here. I mean, come on, man, that's a nice little 300x. Like, shut up with that. You know what I mean? So that's why it's like you just got to change your mindset on all this. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, shout out to everyone who learns how to do limit orders because I think it's something that doesn't really get talked about often, but you do limit orders on the way down and you do limit orders on the way up, right? So just keep that in mind. All right, I said 300x. That'd be beautiful, wouldn't it? Yeah, so 5 cents to 10 cents is 10. Yeah, no, okay. So it's like a 30x or something like that. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot of X's. I'm just having fun on the stream right now with all of you beautiful people. Alan Fizime, yeah. Mointy Finance, ATF Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe, and don't forget to share. Beautiful people. Absolutely. Much love. Shout out to you. Much love. Oh, okay. Cool. Gloria and Excelsius Dio. Glory in the highest to God. It's awesome, man. That's a really cool way of saying that. That sounds beautiful, by the way. Like, it really does. Much love to that one, HOA. I thought it was a 32 million pulse to validate times 5,000 pulse validators. I'm missing something. Lol. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you're right. It is 32 million pulse to be able to validate and times 5,300. I mean, you're right. I don't know. Maybe I mean I did the same math you just did right there, and I'm getting the same numbers. So I'm with you, Alan Fizme. I don't know. Amen, HOA. Nice, HOA. Yeah, HOA. Much love. Exactly. Shout out to you on that one. Hit that like button, everyone. David Gomez, thank you so much for the kind words. 183 million liquidated on that BTC move. Just saw a headline. God damn, boy. Can you imagine? Oh my God. That would suck to get liquidated, dude. That would, oh. Luckily, I've never gone that route. I've done some degen things before and I've had my fill and I've tried my fun and I've done different things, but I've never taken on leverage. And I'm so thankful because I can't imagine how damaging that would be to your psyche. Like, I'm willing to risk the money, and when that money is gone based on what I did, then so be it. But to leverage it up, whether it be 2 times, 10 times, 100 times, you see people do crazy leverage on these things as well. Um, so yeah, I can't even imagine getting leveraged on that one. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, Bitcoin plunges to here we go. Bitcoin plunges to 7% in an hour, or plunges 7% in an hour under 28 million or 28,000. What? I can't read today, man. I don't know what's going on. There you go. Under 28,000 as Mt. Gox US wallets move. Pff, yo, forget that, dude. I want to talk about this thing where it's like, yeah, you can't touch it. It's our money. And then the government just comes in and takes it. Pff, that's garbage, man. Barring stablecoins, a wilder crypto market crashed alongside Bitcoin. News came out on the heels of reports from blockchain analytics firm Arkham that wallets linked to the defunct crypto exchange Mt. Gox had moved a significant amount of Bitcoin. They say it wasn't connected. 1 second. Oh, Charlie. He pulled a Bentley on me. Here, get him in here. I want to show him off to the stream. He's such a little cute little Charlie. Charlie, come. Hi, cutie. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. You say hi, Charlie. You say hi, Charlie. Look at this freaking cutie. Look at this. He's so cute. He's so cute. He's so cute. You're so fluffy. You're so fluffy. All right. Yeah, that's crazy though. A lot of people got straight wrecked on that one. So it is what it is. Gas fees on testnet was ridiculously high. Even in make-believe world, we got to pay to play. That's funny. Astrid, what's up, my friend? What is your take on the fiat DApp? I ask because the rule number 2, people from the US, is prohibit to use the DApp. We're going to have to use a VPN. Huh. What's rule number 2? I guess I don't know what rule number 2 is, but people from the US are prohibited from using the DApp. I mean, why would you be prohibited from using the DApp? You can use DApps for a lot of different things. I mean, CalSwap, for example, is a DApp. Uniswap, for example, is a DApp. You can't use things like 1inch. So I guess I just need to familiarize myself on that one. I don't know the answer to that. But yeah, I mean, they're doing a great thing, and they allow a lot of people to do a lot of different things for the network. What up, fam? How you doing, More Ants? Much love to you, my friend. Just got back from the shower. Hit the likes or get wrecked. Welcome, More Ants. That's funny. Make some noise. Yeah, CalSwap is very aware by now. There you go. ATX, you said nice and juicy, almost like a Cockney. It's gonna be nice and juicy. Yeah. I like to have some fun with it sometimes. This is literally the DM I got back from CalSwap. Here you go. Except we don't want to make any promises here. We love the hexagons, but it's not trivial to launch on any new chain. And we wouldn't want to commit anything specific. That's easy. Told him it's a copy and pasta from another mouth and got open mouth back. There you go. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's cool that CalSwap's even responding. Like, let's just talk about that first of all. Like, it's cool that they're even out there responding. I've seen them respond to, like, Coddle Dog, for example. He was showing something he was interacting with and his little test on that. And so it was just a little interesting time zone there. But yeah, that's really cool. Power City. What's up? Okay. How am I supposed to stop the boys from? Okay. All right. Power City is great. I'm bullish on the sack. There you go. Yeah, I didn't sack for any of that, by the way. I hate that everyone started sacrificing. So just me being me, I don't sack when those things start happening, right? Like, I'm a stubborn person when it comes to that kind of stuff. So everyone's like, sacrifice phase for this, sacrifice phase for this, sacrifice phase for that. I was like, fuck all your sacrifices, man. So I didn't sacrifice for any of them. So to each their own. I hope everyone has some phenomenal gains on those as well. But, you know, I have what I believe in, and it's going to do way better than anything those can give me. So, yeah, exactly. Here we go. Power City, Liquid Loans, OX Coast. Shout out to all of them working hard. Facts. Magic Carpet Ride. Yep. Power City's bridging partner multi-chain are excited and ready to integrate. This is going to be lit. It's going to be lit. Facts on facts. No need to bridge USDC. Something amazing is brewing. Shout out to KDP, the bomb. Much love to her. Yeah, shout out to KDP for real, for real. Even though most of us know how to do limit orders, but it would be nice if you can do a step-by-step tutorial, especially using Power City, CalSwap, or whichever. Yeah, I mean, I show how to do limit orders for my Patreon supporters, but maybe I'll make a video for everyone. I've gone through and shown y'all how to do limit orders on many occasions. I just haven't broken down like a specific video. It's just always done like we're doing right now, 40 minutes into a stream. And so if you don't watch all the streams all the way through, then you may not see them come through all the way. But yeah, I mean, this is it's something that I do show as well. Internet Money has some cool stuff coming out on the wallet. Yeah. Charlie is fucking cute. He is so cute, isn't he? He is just a little ball of freaking, we call him Cotton Puff Ninny Muggins because he is just so freaking cute. He is definitely a snowflake. Charlie is very cute. Astrid, yo. Much love to all of y'all. Yo, shout out to all of y'all. Jake Breeding, yo. 2, I will not in the future access this site or use eFiat DApp while located within the United States or any prohibited localities as defined in the terms of use. Is that, I'm assuming that's on the fiat platform, huh? See, that's very interesting. I guess I've never really looked at this. So here we go. Let me share this on screen as well. That way y'all can also just kind of see this with me. So enter the app. You get this little IPFS showing up. Whoops. What the heck? Oh, wrong screen. Oh, dang. I zoomed in on that wrong screen way too much. How much? Okay. 90%, 100%. Cool. All right. So this is what we're referring to right here. I need to zoom out just a smidge because it won't. Okay, so enter the app. The website is hosted and served on the distributed peer-to-peer IPFS network. Alternative links can be found in the docs. By clicking agree, you accept the following terms. I am not a person or entities who reside in, are citizens of, or incorporated in, or have registered offices in the United States of America, or any prohibited localities similar to token mint terms. 2, I will not in the future access this site or use eFiat DApp while located within the United States or any prohibited localities as defined in the terms of use. 3, I am not using and will not in the future use a VPN to mask my physical location from a restricted territory. 4, I am lawfully permitted to access this site and use eFiat DApp under the laws and jurisdiction on which I reside and am located. 5, I understand the risk associated with entering into using the eFiat protocol. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, they are covering their ass, man. That's CYA all day. Sorry, Pup's playing with a little treat thing as well. So interesting. That is a CYA move all day. The U.S. has the securities law, and you can avoid it all right there. You do that stuff, and you're like, fucking don't do it if you're in the U.S. So, I mean, to each their own. I personally don't plan on using it myself, but everyone's gonna do what they do. Because I see this as a leverage platform. You know what I mean? Like this is it's the Aave fork, right? It's the lending and borrowing protocol from Aave. And so just like I haven't messed with that before, I just feel that like you're trying to do things too fast if you're messing with that kind of stuff, right? And what I mean by that is if your goal is to be a millionaire or your goal is to have $1 million in a particular crypto, and you can't wait 2 years to DCA $2,000 into each year, so $4,000 total, then I just don't know what to tell you, you know? Like people are going to go get themselves leveraged up and they're going to end up in a situation where they're going to think they're making the smartest move and everything's all good, but That's a CYA move all day for that one. So if they put those rules in place, look, I don't use 1inch for that exact reason. You can get around the 1inch protocol by connecting to a VPN, but then you're breaking their terms of service and their rules that you've agreed to already when you do that. So I just use other protocols to get around that, right? I think you can use Aave right now if you want to mess with something like this, and it's not. I don't think they have any restrictions when it comes to you being located in the U.S. This is a CYA move, cover your ass move all day. They don't want to even partake in something that could be seen as an SEC violation. So that's what they're doing right there. Charles DYOR, say what? RH on BitBoy tomorrow? Yeah, dude. That was coming from the DCC show. BitBoy said he's having a special guest. I thought it was going to be Kevin O'Leary. How old is Charlie? Charlie is a year and a half now at this point in time. He's a friend's puppy. So again, my wife's a dog trainer. And so we have 4 dogs ourselves, but in the house currently as well, we also have 2 more dogs that are board and trains as well. So like in my office, I actually have a kitty over here hanging out. I got Charlie. Come here, Charlie. I got Buddy. I got Journey. So I got animals all day. Hi, Journey. You say hi? I know. You don't like this. I know. But this is Journey. Hi, Journey. Journey's also a little cutie. He's all floof and it's just absolutely adore pup. And so this is actually one of our dogs. And then we also have another dog down there. And then we get Charlie. And he just came today. He's staying until the weekend. So he'll be here until Saturday. But he gets this. He's just so freaking cute. So my wife does all the training on all these dogs. Yeah, so beautiful job. Today I found out one of my debit cards didn't support Binance. Yeah, a lot of debit cards are actually going to block the transactions into crypto. Sometimes finding a bank that even allows you to deal with crypto in the first place is a pain in the arse. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Most of my debit cards or credit cards as well. Like I know Chase didn't allow it. Who was the other one? I think it was like one of my MasterCards or something like that. They didn't allow it just because of whatever reason that it was. So you had to come up with different ways of getting through. But I mean, we live in a world nowadays where if one system doesn't work, you have a beautiful thing of just moving to a different system. And so that's kind of the funny thing is like, yeah, so eFiat may not be allowed in the US, but if you want to mess with these protocols, I'm sure you can find a way to get around it. You know what I mean? Richard Hart and Shitboy on stream. Great. Yeah, exactly. Facts on facts. What's good, ATXicans? The blood is in the streets. Market-wise, it's almost time to fly. Yo, it definitely is. So DCing 2K per year for the first 2 years on Pulse and PulseX can make me a millionaire on up like the Jeffersons. Wow. I'm in all the way. It's really not that great. Like, so do the math with me here, guys. $2,000 over the span of 24 months. Well, $4,000. Let me clarify. $4,000 over the span of 24 months, which is 2 years. Okay, ends up coming out to $166 a month. Can you find some way somehow to find $166 a month? Whether that's don't go out to eat lunch for one night. Like I know I went to fucking Whataburger the other night. We got, Whataburger here in Texas. What the hell are you doing, pup? I went to Whataburger here in Texas and got myself, my family a meal, and the shit costs like $70 fucking dollars on one meal. You can find $166 a month. Okay? Cancel cable. Don't go buy the mini boxes of alcohol that you may be tempted to buy. save yourself by making your meals at home and doing a couple of meal preps for just a couple of days. I'm not even talking for the entire fucking month or week or anything. I'm like, do it for a couple of days and you can save yourself $166 a month. If you're a person who eats out 3 times a day, I had people who did that. They got Starbucks in the morning, they got Postmates delivered, they went Postmates delivered at night. So they're paying delivery fee here, delivery fee here, plus the food, like that adds up very quickly. And I'm talking about 166 a month. So you do that, $166 a month, get you 4,000 in the span of 2 years, okay? So after 2 years, PulseChain, PulseX have been out, and just assuming you're on the low side and they only do a 500x. They only do a 500x in 2 years. On your $4,000, that's $2 million right there. So if you DCA and you have a DCA all the way for the span of 2 years, 1 month, month 2, month 3, month 4, I don't care what the price is. I don't care. You DCA, you DCA, you DCA, you DCA, you DCA. You do that shit for 2 years, you can become a millionaire. Now, the problem is, the reason why Hex works so freaking well is because of the simple fact that you can stake it and you can delay gratification, and you're penalized if you try to do something outside of pulling it early or ending it early or saying you go for 15 years and then ending it the next day. You are heavily penalized. So if you see some gains over here on the 500x, you fucking scrape some off and you move it into a protocol that you know could earn trustless yield, for example. Whatever that is, I like Hex. So yes, I could easily see $2,000 in the span of a year be $2 million in 2 years on a 500x. We're talking about a coin that has a potential to do a 10,000x, but fuck the 10,000. We're just going to say it's even got a chance to do a 1,000x, but fuck the 1,000x. It's got a chance to do a 500x. Well, great. Guys, if you only have the ability to do $2,000 in the span of 24 months, that's $83 a month. At $83 a month, at $2,000 in the span of 2 years, and it does a 500x, you're sitting on $1 million. Like, it's not fucking hard. So please do what you got to. Please do what you got to make sure you don't fuck this opportunity up. Crypto Wonder Podcast. Shout out to you, my friend. War Ants, not unlimited. Yeah. What's up, ATX? Appreciate your knowledge. I'm 20 years old and was fortunate enough to get into both RH sacrifices and have multiple Hex stakes. What's some advice for you have for a younger individual like myself? The easiest advice that I would have is, one, enjoy the gains that you're going to have, because you don't know, you aren't guaranteed tomorrow. So I know everyone's going to say you're young, go long, 15 years, stake that shit out, and especially in Hex, like, that's cool. Don't get me wrong. But if you have the ability to enjoy your life, especially while you're young, while you're agile, I don't know what your family situation is, but go have the ability to go travel the world. Open your eyes from how different cultures do different things, because maybe you haven't had a chance to go through different countries and live there. So here in the US, things are done certain ways, and we have it ingrained in our minds from a very young age about what we do and how we protect, and the patriotism, if you will. And then you go to another country and they're just as patriotic, but for their own reasons, because they grew up there. But you can see how all these different cultures do different things. It's very eye-opening. So go have some fun. Go get some travel experiences. Like, you're going to be in a very fortunate scenario that a lot of folks your age aren't going to be in. But also make sure to, the easiest advice I would have is make sure to keep your friends around you that are there for you and not your wealth. And it's tough to know at that time what's going on for some people. Make sure that you find some friends that have a very similar mindset to you as well, and make sure that you're the brokest person in that friend group. If you can do that, you have a massive chance of success in the future. Because if you're a multimillionaire, but you're hanging around people who's sitting on 10 million, 30 million, $40 million, you're going to do pretty freaking well in life. because you're going to hear their perspectives and their views and their things. But if you're sitting on $2 million and you're the most person, the person with the most amount of money and all of your friends, they're going to hold you back, and they're going to pull you down, and they're going to ask, and they're going to beg, and they're going to do so many different things. So have fun, enjoy life. Again, I don't know what the family situation is. If you have the ability to travel, go check out different cultures, but take profits and enjoy while you can, because there will be a point in time where you do start settling down and you have some family that you need to take care of and other means that you need to do. So just enjoy it, my friend. But yeah, you're in a very fortunate situation. And shout out to you for being so early on all of that as well. Like, that is a massive, massive thing. So shout out to you as well. Let me see where it got. Optimality says, hey, my DCA is so wet. Yo, Optimality, I bet you it is. Don't buy a zip of bud every day. Just buy it every other day. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's too funny, man. Y'all are funny. Anthony Munoz, consider yourself lucky. You're doing great. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying, but it's definitely like, you have to appreciate and just be grateful for every moment that comes along. You're going to have lots of ups, you're going to have lots of downs. You're going to have times where you have millions of dollars and it may go back into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, but know that if you made that money one time, you can make that money again in the future. So just be smart with it. Have some fun, man. Buy t-shirts next time you think about grabbing a pee. There you go. Lol. What up, ATX? Keep up the great advice. Bright Light, thank you so much for the kind words. Oh, what's up, Journey? Oh, shit. Oops, I'm late. Warrants. Oh, what's up, my friend? Facing reality, you Gucci, my dude. You Gucci. What's up? What's up? Yeah, exactly. We just having fun. Grateful for you, fam. Fantastic advice. ES Sports, much love, dude. Thank you so much. Charlie also says, thank you. I can't form a heart with Charlie's paws, but that's a heart right there. Oh, my goodness. ATX alive. Salute to the statement. Tomorrow, not guaranteed. We need to be ruthless and profit taking. Dude, I'm telling you, man, like, I've seen it. I've seen life happen too fast, man, through my experiences, through every other thing that happens. And just because you got a lot of money doesn't mean your mental state's ready as well. So make sure your mind's right and make sure that you're here for the right reasons. And, we're all going to do really, 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 really well. Facing reality, very late. Yo, exactly. It's all good. I'm always the brokest. That's what you want to be, man. You want to be the brokest. I'm telling you. You're going to have a fantastic circle at that point in time. Just ask my bank account. Let's not fumble the bull money bag. Yeah, exactly. Don't do it. Don't do it. Optimality adorbs. Yeah, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah. You almost blended in with my shirt. I didn't even realize. You're motherfucking cute. You got something in your paw, dude. There you go. But guys, that was a fun little stream. I hope everyone had a fantastic time. I didn't plan as going on for an hour as always, but you know how these streams can go sometimes. So shout out to all of y'all, guys. Much love. If you do enjoy the content, like, subscribe, check out some more of my videos from the past. If you want to, you go find a Patreon link down below for profit taking advice. If you want to join one-on-ones, you're welcome to join as well. But guys, shout out to all of y'all. Stay patient. Let's have some fun during this entire time. It's all a journey that we all get to experience that you're going to look back on and laugh at. So I love every single one of y'all. Much love to y'all. Enjoy. And peace.